Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we will discuss Runge Kutta methods, which are a family of iterative methods used to solve ordinary differential equations. These methods provide accurate solutions without requiring higher order derivatives as in the Taylor series methods. We can start with the generalized form of the integration formula. Here phi is called an increment function and h is the step size. In several of the previous videos, we have used the slope estimate of phi to extrapolate from an old value of y to a new value over a step size. We can also write the increment function in its general form, where s represents the number of stages and k's are stage derivatives and a's are constants. The stage derivatives can be written in this form. Now we can see from these expressions that a, p, and q are unknowns. Once the number of stages is chosen, these unknowns are found by setting the generalized integration formula to terms in a Taylor series expansion. For example, when we select only one stage, we get the following integration formula, and by comparing it with Taylor series expression, we get a1 is equal to 1 and p1 is equal to 0. And for many of Runge Kutta methods, we will see that p1 is set to 0. By placing these values, we get the integration formula, which is the same as we saw in Euler's method. Therefore, Euler's method can also be classified as a first-order Runge Kutta method. When two stages are chosen, we get the integration formula, which when compared to Taylor series expansion gives the following relation between a, p, and q's. We can choose from infinite number of values of a2, and every second order Runge Kutta methods will yield exactly the same result when the solution of ODE is quadratic, linear, or constant. However, the results will be different when ODE solutions are more complicated. Three of the most common choices are when A2 is chosen to be 1 by 2, this leads to a value of A1 which is also equal to 1 by 2, and P2 and Q21 in this case are equal to 1. This yields a very similar integration formula to what we saw in Heun's method. If we set a2 is equal to 1, this leads to a1 is equal to 0 and p2 and q21 is equal to 1 by 2. These values lead to an integration formula that we saw in the midpoint method. Therefore, both Heun's method and the midpoint method can be classified as second order Runge Kutta methods. The third choice is when a2 is equal to 2 by 3, which leads to a1 is equal to 1 by 3 and p and q value are both equal to 3 by 4. This is known as Ralston's method. Let's look at the most common variant, which is the fourth order Runge Kutta method. The integration formula in this case contains four stages which can be written as the function evaluations at these 4 points. Again, there are an infinite number of versions with different values of unknowns, but this is the most commonly used form. Let's see how we implement the fourth order Runge Kutta method in Python. The function structure remains the same as we saw in the previous videos, only the while block is updated to include the stage derivatives and the integration formula. Let's solve the same example problem used in the previous videos, and we can see that the fourth order Runge Kutta method is much more accurate than Euler's method. For n is equal to 10, which leads to a step size of 0.4, this method yields very similar results to what we get from the analytical expressions. Unlike Taylor series methods, Runge Kutta methods do not require higher order derivatives, which is a plus. They only need the function evaluated at multiple points, which can also lead to high computational cost. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more. See you in the next video.